It's time for Fresh Roasted Coffee LLC Ethiopia Water Processed Decaf. And a nostalgia brand! That's right! That's right, nostalgia. See this little fence on the side? Guess what? Guess the fuck what? The opposite of what you want to have happen will happen. It will work. It was snowing outside. That's right, it was snowing out there. That's some of the coffee. Some of the rest of it's in this this thing over here. That's terrible. Called a freezer. Here's what we're doing. 500 grams here. 500 grams of good old-fashioned Ethiopian coffee. That's a little bit on the browner side, to be fair. I have just mopped my floors. Still looking dirty. That's how that works. 101 grams! That's right, 101, mate. Still pre-warming. Still doing its thing.
The engines are, of course, underneath the tarp as the snow is sealed.
Yeah, we can't forget our handy-dandy fucking metal pan cold guy. That's right. Cold guy here with all the cold air coming in from the cold fucking window at the cold. Alrighty. So, we just drop her in there. We want to make sure it continues stirring like that does. Alright. So that, of course, didn't do it. It means 25 is still what it wants to do. We'll just dump all of it in there. Alright. Standard shit, 25 is still like the go-to, it looks like. I gotta hold that, jiggle wiggle. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. So, you know, it's a little uneven. I haven't roasted them in a while, so that's not great, to be fair. But they're cooling. Some of the darker, you know, some of the, you know, it's all around, even though it doesn't pick up. It's looking a lot more like medium to darker roast here, you know. There's some burnt spots because of the preheat. And it wasn't wiggling and jiggling right off the bat. But the other way to look at this is, hey, 25 grams. 25 grams immediately makes that work. So I'm going to do that. Alright, that's what we're generally looking for, working towards. 25 grams is what it seems to say. And then, you know, you just got to get a little bit of a shake. You know, make sure the outside isn't going to play as the only ones, you know. Can you hear it? Can you hear it cracking? Well, here's the tilt matrix. See? Yeah, whatever that degree is, you know, something like that. And then that way, that center actually then gets made when you just tilt it a little further. And then all of a sudden it starts working. Yeah, standard shit. Alright, this batch, much better, much faster. It's been only like 5 minutes. It might not seem like it on the fucking video, but they're really, honestly, more like just straight all even medium. Like, really actually just that. Yeah, they're all very evenly roasted. Like, big time, yeah. Anyways. I have decided to split things, for what it's worth. Some of these did not get the first crack, which they should have. This one did. It's about 2 minutes to 5 minutes on average, you know, depending on the roast level that you're looking for. So it's about like 5 minutes for like a good medium dark to medium roast, and then like, you know, 2 minutes to 3 minutes for a light roast, first crack. Just comes right on out like that. But then it's like, oh, it doesn't even crack, but it looks fucking roasted. And it's not, probably, to be fair. So that's just going to be what it is. So, special technique as I turn this off has to be talked about. Okay, so special technique is as simple as you can make it out to be. You're gonna have to tilt it back, you have to grip, you know, lift it up, you have to like kind of give it a little shaky shake, you know, and you'll make sure, you know, go a little harder on that tilt, you know what I mean? Right, you want to make sure that that center part really moves. I gotta tell you, it's like back when I was doing it 3 years ago, it's the exact same. I fucking shit you not. It's way more even though. Way, oh my god, I can see my breath in here. Anyways, whole thing, bye. First batch of really fast, which there's a little bit of snow there, so there's that. But this was all done in probably about a minute. I just put less in and left it tilted. And that looks like to be more close to a specialty roast. Although it does seem to have some unevenness, even though it just banged around and went around really quickly, to be fair. But that's a lot closer, truthfully. Because it was just zooming around. So my guess is the middle part was still moving. It's just that, I don't know, like it probably, because like if you look at some of this, it's really well and truly evenly roasted. It's just like a couple of these pieces don't seem to have that. Anyways. Alright, I have decided to go with an entirely different technique. That's right, I have decided to go with this technique, much less in it. I just keep it tilted at a much higher angle. And it works. I don't even have to fuck around with it anymore. I love it. Anyways. So to be fair, like legitimately, this is about the, let me just put this here. No, that's not, yes. That's about that amount right here that I'm doing every time, which is like fucking almost nothing. And like, yeah, no, it works every time. Like it's genuinely really fucking well roasted, evenly, like consistently. But at the same time, it's gonna take longer. And that's just what it is. Also, you probably don't have a windowsill with all the blustery snow going on. Alright, you're about to see it. You're about to see her go in. Alright. Alright, so this is it. There it is. We'll just fucking push that bitch in. There it is. Yep. There it is. Yep. Fucking works beautifully. I just leave her in. Yep. There we go. I'll record it the entire time this time. Yeah, just really zoom in and enhance there. Watch the dirtiness. Yeah, I've noticed that the lid, however, does actually help for what it's worth with keeping the heat in and allowing for all of it to come up over here and continue the spiral thing. And just up there it is, starting to get first crack already. So there's that. Under a fucking minute every time, basically. But it's like, I wait for like a real first crack, not just like, one of the ones that are really small and they've cracked a little bit. You know, that kind of thing. Anyways. Yeah, no, so that was the whole one. Yeah, no, like, it doesn't look super wonderful, to be fair. I decided to pull them out early, so that way they'll look like shit. That way you can see how not good they are. Instead of like leaving them in for about a fucking 5-second to 30-second increase. And it's like all these little spots just gone, basically. I've decided to help you see that which you cannot normally. Unless you get the same thing and you do this and replicate my results and all the rest of that. In which case you can shut the fuck up and then do it. So there's that. It's no longer tilted. There's that. Now it's tilted a little. There's that. It tumbles. Yep, it goes back down. They've got a little parabolic spike lid at the top here. That goes towards the center. It would do that a lot better. See the clacking versus the rolling? You know what I mean? The sound difference. That's how you know it's like basically good to go. That's what you're looking for. Give me a second. Let me pause this. All right. So this one, instead of pulling it out way too quickly, like look at that. I know it doesn't sound like it, but like, you know, it's just bright spots because of the two, as you can clearly tell, there's one white and one quite a bit more, you know, yellow light here to try and balance the light out. But, you know, just like everybody else at 10:40 in the morning. In no way. You know, that's morning time. That's PM. That's my morning time. Anyways. Woke up at 8 fucking PM today. This is just normal stuff, yep. So, you know, standard, regular, good bean color. Very even, quite even, actually. I've definitely seen worse from, like, fucking store-bought shit. I mean that, like, actually. Yeah, I mean, some of these are just darkly colored. It seems like beans versus the roast itself did that, which is a whole other thing. So there's that. Here it is, the final one. God, I hate my camera. This looks way different to my eyes than this fucker. Golly. Anyways, yeah, way more even. I mean, sure, that's slight. It gets way more contrasty on my camera. Anyways, but you know, it's quite a bit more even. This is the last batch. Guess what? Shaboom! All done. That's right, 500 grams in. All told, I got several different batches of several different roasts. I'm gonna have. I decided to brew it. It was the lightest roast. I thought I was like gonna break my hand grinder because I don't remember if it cracked that much. Like it was barely cracking, if at all. But because it's a water process and decaf, and because I ground pretty much just above espresso. That meant that it tastes pretty good. It's got a little pencil. It's got a little pencil. It's a small type of pencil. Look, I gotta tell you, it's not really a pencil. Okay, it's much more of a Mexican-American, like, spice restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to go into some place and I'm about to eat some amazing-ass food. Right? Like, that's what it tastes like with, like, a little lingering floral flavor that comes out. And there's, like, a slight hint of a chocolatey caramel in it, which I happen to really enjoy. So there's that. There's that. Oh, you know, I brewed at a much higher temperature. You know, standard shit. You know, like, yeah, it's about, like, 88 degrees Celsius, you know, roughly. But I had this little thing here. Let me just, so, like, you know, that's gone. This thing. So I poured it over there, you know, a little drip, drip. You know, and then I poured it in like a normal gooseneck, you know, right, you know, from center out, back to center. And a little more drip, drip. 43 total, right? Grams. So 380 is what I worked with. 380 grams of water. And that was the ratio. And it worked pretty darn well. It's pretty good. It's definitely got some room for improvement, but not that bad.